But, I mean, Salah could have had a couple of goals. And he done well. I was happy for Salah, actually, today. And we're back. Liverpool at home to Brighton. Hopefully getting back to winning ways in the Premier League. Had a great result during the week against Inter Milan. You know, they have to... Look, Anfield has been dodgy for them lately. So, you know, this game at home, obviously you always expect Liverpool to win at home. Not with the form we're in, but as a whole. But just lately, we've been very, very poor at Anfield. So let's hope to get back to win. Look, I fancy ourselves today. I looked at the lineup first of all. It looks more compact. It looks like it's like obviously we have Gomez, Alisson goals, Gomez, Konate, Van Dijk, Kirkes. Okay, Gravenberch, Jones, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Wirtz. And just Ekitike up front of his own. That is a more compact team. So they don't want to concede, obviously. And they're probably just trying, I wouldn't say trying something new because we've had Ekitike up front in his own like that before. But it just seems that we're packing the midfield. Look, Brighton are a good team. They've been good, stiff competition for teams in the last few seasons, as you know. So it's not going to be no easy game. But yeah, let's just see where we are. As I said, during the week we played Inter Milan. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, great result. Didn't play brilliant, but we defended well. You know, we didn't give away anything, which was great. It could be a start, but you have to go and do it in the Premier League today. The pace is definitely going to be more frantic than it was in Italy. But we're going to see how we fare out as the game goes on. Salah situation, he's back in the squad, as you've seen. Obviously, you have Salah and Slot probably having words. I presume Hughes and Edwards is in there with them too. Yeah, I mean, look, we all said, I think everyone has said this, maybe Salah shouldn't have come out and said everything in the open, but he's out. Well, what he wanted to say, maybe he was right. Maybe that was his thing, and probably just letting everybody else know about it probably wasn't a good thing. But Damien Delaney made a good point there in Premier Sports. He said he thinks that maybe, now speculation, that Salah knew this. Maybe Salah knew that they were trying to move him on after all the promises they made in the summer. But I think things have been handled anyway very, very poorly. From a manager's point of view, I think Slot is a very, very bad manager. I've always said that, and that'll never change, because if the results change for Liverpool, that won't change man management. I think his man management is very poor. So yeah, look, he's back today. I don't know. I mean, is it for good? Is it for, is it the start of him coming back in? But look, he still has to perform. I mean, he's not going to just walk into the team. He can't, because he just hasn't been performing. And I don't think anyone can dispute that. But he has been a great servant. So if he's been treated ill, as they say, or he's found out something that they didn't want him to know, or then, that's bad form. And that doesn't look good on Liverpool's behalf. Maybe that's why they made this up and got this conversation going again, because they didn't want to be the bad party either. But this could well be. It could be like Liverpool were trying to oust him out. And if they done it the way he didn't like it, that's bad form for a great servant, because despite Salah not being playing well, which I don't think he has been, he deserves all the respect in the world, and he's always going to be a club legend. I mean, nobody can dispute that. So there's probably more to it. If you ask Salah, I mean, he's done now. He's not going to talk about it anymore. But there's probably more to the story that we don't know. But they have him back in the squad today. It lets me think, there's maybe Liverpool had a hand in it too. Because if not, why would they allow him back in the squad? Maybe they don't want to look too bad overall. But who knows? Look, that's just all speculation. But he's back in the squad, and it was the talking point all last week. So, will he get a run today? People are saying is this his last game now at Anfield? Who knows? I doubt it. Because I think and I could be wrong here, but I think if Liverpool continue to get bad results, by the time Salah's back from the African nations, Slot will be gone. But let's hope we get these 3 points. Let's hope Slot continues to win and starts putting us into positions where we can win trophies. I'd hope for that, and I hope that happens. Stutters. But anyways, yeah. let's see what we're like at half time, and we'll be back. So that's it, half time, 1-0 Liverpool, and I think deservedly so. I think Liverpool actually have been playing well. I think they're the better side. Now, there hasn't been any crazy clear-cut chances in it, but Liverpool look a bit more lively in this game. I think they're playing a bit more when they get the chance to move it forward. They're moving it forward. You know, they're not delaying it and being slow on the ball. They're actually trying to, you know, play with intent, which is very important, because I think lately we've been way off the pace and very slow and sluggish. But we look a bit sharper today. We're good in possession. I think Jones is our best player this half. I think Jones has been absolutely brilliant, and I think it looks like he's dropping in between the centre halves every single time, and he's actually dictating the play. He's brilliant at moving the ball around, and I think he's been very, very good in possession. Jones, I think, I think he's been our best player. I think Wirtz is playing very well as well. I think Salah's after coming on. I think Salah look he obviously wants to prove a point, and he's going to be a bit like, you know, he'd be a bit annoyed about the situation, which might spur him on a little bit. But I think with him, he's actually trying to, you know, he's actually okay in short passes, and he's trying to move it quick, and he looks lively, like, you know, when he's in possession. But he hasn't had to do much chasing back yet, especially down that line. But he looks okay since he came on in Salah, in fairness, and I actually like to see him score a goal in the second half. But overall, Liverpool look more accomplished, you could say, or they look more like a team. They're actually good in possession. They're holding possession, but moving it forward when it's important. Like, you know, as I said to you, they're not delaying it when there's no need. But yeah, Brighton had much chances. Not really. There hasn't been any clear-cut chances in it. Brighton looked dangerous a couple of times, don't get me wrong. But it's professional football. It's going to happen at times, you know, I get that. But I think Liverpool have done well. It'd be great here to get 3 points, get out there with a clean sheet. You know, get 2 clean sheets in a row, be a start. But yeah, let's see how the second half goes. Ekitika's goal, I think Ekitika took his goal very well. It was I think it was a minute gone or that, and he took it very well with the time he had on it. So yeah, that's basically it. Second half is coming, and let's see how we are in the second half. So that's it. 2-0 Liverpool, 3 points. That's a positive from where we've been. Look, we're unbeaten in 5. I would have liked more, but to be fair, the last 2 games, Inter and obviously now Brighton, who's a good side, like, we went and beat them. 3 points in the Champions League, 3 points in the Premier League. I thought we were very good in possession today. I thought we moved the ball forward when the opportunity presented itself, that we didn't dilly and dally on it as I felt we have been for weeks. The game the second half was very much stretched, you know, because, I mean, Salah could have had a couple of goals. Chiesa put him in on one stage, and he had a couple of opportunities, and he done well. I was happy for Salah actually today. But yeah, I think we still look a bit vulnerable in defence. I think that there's times there where they open us up a bit too easy. But look, I'm hoping as the weeks goes on that gets better. But you can still see, you know, where we're lacking in defence. For numbers even, like, you know, Gomez is after going off injured again today, and, you know, we're very, very low. We need defenders, and we need to get a defender in January. But you can't ask for more. Like, I'm not a big Slot lover, as you know. I'm far from it. But I'd love to see him kick on, and I'd love to see Liverpool kick on, because as fans, we want to see Liverpool do better. But that's good for him. It's going to give him more time, and see, can he do something with this bunch. We have good players. There's no doubt about that. It's getting it out of them. I think there's more in them, and, you know, this is where we've been lacking this season. Look, we can go into details why we are, and, you know, there's lots of obviously stuff you could talk about, but where we are now, after winning today and obviously beating Inter, as I said, and unbeaten in the previous 3, it's a start. It's a start in the right direction. So you can't complain there. There's nothing more you can ask for. Ekitika has been brilliant. He got 2 goals today. Great. I think he's a great man to score goals. and I think he's an awkward player. He gives opposition, he gives defences trouble because he's physical as well. And as I said, a happy Salah come on. I think Salah done well, in fairness to him, when he come on. I think he looked a bit more lively. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, Spurs is next week, so that'll be a tough game, obviously, against with Spurs. So I want to see how we are, obviously, over the next 5 or 6 games and how things have changed, because I do believe that there's a moment here now for Slot as a manager. If things continue the way it's going, all is good. But we're still we got to 3 points against Brighton. That's brilliant. I know we beat Inter, but as far as the league, we need more points. I just don't want to look top 4. I want top 4. You know that. I want to be back in the Champions League next season. But yeah, well, let's see where we are over the next few games. But I'm happy today, and I think every Liverpool fan will be happy. Yeah, they'll want to see more, but that'll come hopefully. So let that be that, and we'll be talking to you soon.